if you're looking for a hypnosis near me, or you've been typing hypnotherapy near me, I most likely am your guy. You want to hear something funny? Do you know that the average smoking client of mine has heard about me because like 80 to 90% of my clients come from referrals, right? And they have my contact number, and they've been sitting on it for about 2 months before they'll reach out to me, feeling a little bit of apprehension. And the average anxiety client and weight loss client is about a month. Take a look at this bald-headed guy. There's nothing to be afraid, guys. If you're having an issue or you have an area in your life that it is not working for you, right? It is because your subconscious, you see this part that's below the waterline, right? That part that's below the waterline, that's our subconscious. Look and see how big it is. This is just a metaphor. It runs about minimum about 85% of our life, right? It is running on an old programming, right? That thinks that whatever the new change you want in your life is going to be detrimental. It's going to hurt you in some way. And so it makes you stuck in this dysfunctional belief, this dysfunctional approach to life or situation. It'll just keep having you, how should I say this? Make you experience the same old, no matter what you do, and it will sabotage all your good intentions, right? Because once your subconscious is convinced something is true, unless you go and change it in the language she or he understands, it will sabotage you, right? So I'll give you an example. Take anxiety. Just let's take anxiety. Right? Does hypnosis help with anxiety? Yes, it helps you manage anxiety, and helps you get a whole bunch of relief, right? What is the positive favor of anxiety that your subconscious thinks making you feel anxious is a good thing? Well, from her or his perspective, your subconscious perspective, it views your world, there's something in your world is threatening to you, right? And he doesn't want you to go out or be to socialize, because it thinks there's a fundamental threat to you. It is safer to be alone, safer to be at home. You tend to isolate yourself more. I have so many clients, right, who've got tremendous relief very fast, right? And when you look at them, right, this is before they worked with me, right? When you look at them, they look confident or they look peaceful, but inside there is a raging ocean. There's so much emotional turmoil. It is emotionally exhausting for them. Right? You don't have to continue living like this. Take weight gain, right? You put on this weight and you're trying to lose weight, and you constantly self-sabotage. Your mind self-sabotages you. Why? Because from your subconscious point of view, it thinks by you losing weight, you have so many things to lose. And yeah, so your first question, you're going to say, like what, George? Well, let me give you a couple of them, which is common among a lot of my clients, not everyone, right? You cannot eat whatever you want. You cannot eat when you want. You cannot eat what time, like how much you want, right? And then the other part, exercise, you're going to lose your me time. You know how precious your me time is? Do you know how, this is your mind, your subconscious thinking. You know, your life is stressful. You need a lot of rest and relaxation and me time. And you have to go to the gym and exercise? No way. I'm going to sabotage you. It is safer to continue being the way you are. Do you understand? Right? So who's programming it? Well, a lot of things, really. There's a couple of things here, right? A lot of things, you are programming it. You may not have realized it. You have programmed it, right? Can you see this jar here? This is jar number 14. This is the secret cigarettes and vaping stuff that are from all my clients. This is jar number 14. They convinced themselves when they were really young, or as a teenager, or even as a young adult, that smoking was a good thing for them. And once they programmed their subconscious, now all of a sudden, right, when they want to stop smoking, it is hard. It is hard because the subconscious starts to believe that, hey, wait a minute, you're feeling anxious? This is going to help you calm you down. Driving? Oof. You can't drive without smoking, right? That's not a good thing, right? Boredom? My God. God forbid that you sit quietly and be lost in your own thoughts or daydream or work on a project when you're feeling bored, right? No. Don't do that. Smoke. That's going to give you the thrill of your lifetime. It starts to create reasons that makes no sense, right? That keeps you continue to smoke, right? Does that make sense, right? So you programmed it, the first one. The second one is family members. And let me tell you, the big ones are parents and our siblings, our brothers and our sisters. Then you got your friends, grandparents, so on and so forth, cousins, right? They can influences. Like for our parents, the words they use on a child becomes the inner voice inside of them. Oh, you're good for nothing. You will never amount to anything. Finish all that food on your plate. You will get in trouble with me if you don't finish everything off your plate. Guess what happens now? That person becomes an adult and they're finishing everything on their plate. And if they have family, they have children, they'll finish their children's leftover and their spouse's leftover. Right? And then they're running on an old programming instructions. Right? Now, the other way that these thoughts can be programmed is through circumstances. Let's say if you were in a traumatic situation, some type of a trauma happened to you. That's the first one. It can change, will program your life to be more anxious or scared or fearful, low confidence, low self-esteem. The second one, another one is the trauma really never happened to you. You just witnessed it. You witnessed it happening to someone else. You just happened to be there, right? And the third one is it did not happen to you. You did not witness it. You just heard about it. Or a few hours later, or a few days later, a few weeks later, you happen to see a video about it and it traumatized you. Right? So then the other one, there's one more other way you can actually negatively program yourself. It's just lack of maturity. It is lack of maturity, right? Especially when we are kids and teenagers, our logic centers, the prefrontal cortex, is not fully developed. This part here is in charge of higher level thinking. You need to be about 24 years old when it starts to fully come online. That is why insurance rates are lower when a teenager becomes 24 years old. Your auto insurance rate drops because they know you're more impulsive. You make poor choices as a teenager. Okay? So, now, with hypnosis near me, a hypnotherapy near me, there's so many things I can do for you. I have worked on so many people. I want you to go on my Google reviews. There's so many stories. People write at length on their experience. I have many more reviews that Google bought the software, accidentally deleted. Anyway, that's for a different conversation, okay? You see, you are never asleep during hypnosis. You are never asleep. You're fully aware of it. You're just relaxed. I just relax you. It's easy to do that, right? And I start to say, it's like guided meditation. And what I say is 1000% based on the thing that you want to achieve. And that is why during the free consultation, I take notes. Then there is a questionnaire that I have you fill out if you become a client of mine, right? And then I spend a good amount of time formulating my protocols just for you. I am committed in trying to get you results. If you want to change, and here's the thing, you must want to change, right? I cannot change you if you don't want to. You can feel anxious. You can feel anxious when you're reaching out to me. That's okay. I understand that, right? This is not stage hypnosis. You are fully in control. I want you to view me like Google Maps. If you're going to a destination you're unfamiliar how to get there, right? And you use Google Maps. Is Google Maps taking control of your car? Do they take control of your steering wheel? No. Do they take control of your gas pedal or your brake pedal? No. You are in control. Google Maps just gives you the instructions. Go straight, make a left, turn right. Right? It's the same thing that I do. You have a certain area in your life that is out of control. My goal is to help you get back in control. It is powerful, and my goal is try to move the needle for you in the very first session in itself. You're going to change from the inside out, right? I want you to be the person that you want to be. I want you to experience life the way you want it to be. And and remove those blocks and frictions that's in your way for becoming the person you want to be. PositiveHealingHypnosis.com. Check it out. Schedule a free consultation. I'm looking forward to partnering with you to help you become the version of you that you want to be and that you're proud of. All right? Cheers, my friend.